Hello student. Today we are going to start with the second bit, that is the partnership form of our business organization. Okay. So in our earlier lecture we had seen what is sole proprietor, what is the meaning, definition, what are the characteristics, advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietor. Okay, this is the second type of a business organization, that is a partnership firm. Okay, so here we are going to see the definition of partnership firm. So the proprietorship form of ownership suffers from a certain limitations such as limited resources, limited skill and unlimited liability. Okay, so in our earlier lecture we had seen there are some limitations to sole proprietor, like limited resources, limited skill and unlimited liability. Likewise, expansion in a business requires more capital and managerial skills and also involves more risk. A proprietor finds him unable to fulfill these requirements because there are limited resources. This call for more persons come together with different ages and start a business. For example, a person who lacks managerial skills but may have capital, they comes together and form the business and firm. Another person who is a good manager but may not have a capital, when these persons come together, pool their capital and skill and organize a business, it is called partnership. So, partnership grows essentially because of the limitations or disadvantages of proprietorship. So, as we had discussed in our earlier lecture, there are various disadvantages of proprietorship. Like there is a limited resources because only single person is there. So, limited resources is there, limited skill is there because one person or a person who is not aware about all the things, he is not having all the skills, that's why there are some limitations. And to come overcome on that limitation, there is a formation of a partnership where the person with a all managerial skill, or the person having capital or a good manager, they comes together and pool their capital skills and organize the businesses, and likewise the partnership firm is created. Okay, so in the India Partnership Act 1932 section 4 define partnership as the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. Okay, so in the section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, the definition is given of the partnership, that the relation between the persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by one person or by another person for on the behalf of all partners. Whatever the business activity is carried out and whatever the outcome of that business activity, that profit is going to be shared between the all partners. Okay, the Uniform Partnership Act of USA define a partnership as an association of two or more persons to carry on as co-owner a business for profit. So, in the definition of in the Act of Uniform Partnership Act, it is going to be defined that partnership is nothing but it is association of two or more persons to carry on a co-owner, means there are the other owner of business is also there for a business to achieve the profit. Then according to J.L. Hansen, a partnership is a form of a business organization in which two or more persons up to the maximum limit of 20 join together to undertake some form of business activity. So this is the next definition of partnership according to J.L. Hansen. He says that a partnership is nothing but it is a form of business organization in which two or more persons up to maximum number of 20 people, they come together investing their skills, capital, and they organize a business activity and carried out that business activity for the goal to achieve the profit. Now we can define partnership as an association of two or more persons who have agreed to share the profit of a business which they run together. This business may be carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. Okay, so there is the other members are agree that is there one person is carrying business or other or anyone is carrying the business on the behalf of all partners. That is going to be decided in this partnership firm. The person who own the partnership business are individually called partners. Okay, so the persons who are participated in this corporate activity or business activity, they invested their money and money worth capital, they all is going to be called as the partner, and collectively they are called as the firm or partnership firm. The name under which partnership businesses is carried on is called firm name. Means there are the various peoples comes together and form the partnership firm, and there is a name given to that partnership firm, and that is called as the firm name. In a way, the firm is nothing but an abbreviation for all partners. Okay, so partnership firm is nothing but it is what the abbreviation of all partners, means the firm is going to represent the partners of that firm. Okay, now we are going to see features of partnership firm. Okay, so here are some features given. In that, first feature is the more persons. As we had seen in our definition that there are the composition or association of two or more persons, and the maximum limit is 20 persons. Okay, so there are more persons in the partnership firm, whereas in the sole proprietorship there is only one person who is the owner of that firm. But in the partnership, whoever the partners are involved and actively participated in the business activity, they all are the owners or co-owners of that firm. Okay, then profit and loss sharing. Okay, so in the partnership firm, they are sharing their capital, skills in the firm for the business activity, and they decided that whatever the profit or loss is there from that business, that is going to be shared by the all partners. Then contractual relationship. So partnership is formed by an agreement or oral or written among the partner as per the Partnership Act 1932. So it is nothing but it is a contractual relationship between the partners of the firm. The next feature is the existence of lawful business. It is a like a contract. It creates the existence of that partnership firm is legally. Okay, so that's why it is called as a lawful business. So partnership is formed to carry on some lawful business and share its profit and losses if the purpose is to carry some charitable work. For example, it is not regarded as a partnership firm. Okay, so if there is a firm who is involved to do some charitable work, that is not going to be called as a partnership firm. The next our feature is utmost good faith and honesty. Okay, so a partnership business solely rests on utmost good faith and trust among the partners. Okay, our next feature is unlimited liability. Okay, so as we had seen in our sole proprietorship, there are limitations for a single person, that there is also a unlimited liability on same person, but here is the composition of two and more persons, that's why there is the liability is going to be divided in between them. Then next is the restrictions on transfer of shares. Okay, so there are some restrictions on the transfer of share in the partnership firm, that there must be one partner who want to transfer his share, he have to take a seeking consent of all the partners who have involved in that partnership firm. The next and last feature is the principal agent relationship. So, the partnership firm may be carried on by all the partners or any of them acting for all. While dealing with firm's transaction, each partner is entitled to represent the firm and other partners. In this way, a partner is an agent of the firm and of the other partner. Okay, so as we had discussed earlier, there is going to be decided that who is carried out the all business activity with the consent of all of the partners, and that person is going to represent and playing a role of agent of that firm as well as all of the other partners. Okay, so I hope this is clear for all. And for today, this is all about our lecture on partnership firm. Thank you.